What other tools do you have there that you want to share with us?
I got something cool that you'll appreciate.
Let me see it. I want to see it.
Hold on. If you want to see something funny while I pull it out, check an email on there, like one of your old Gmails or something. And you can
type in Patrick@thestorybuilders.com. Patrick at thestorybuilders.com.
The site will be a little slower than it normally is because we got like 30 to 50,000 people on it.
We'll wait until it comes. But you can show me what you got and we'll get to it.
Have you checked the NPD breach too? For
No.
your social is probably, I would almost guarantee that it's in there. So you should probably handle that before you post my interview.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Okay.
So what is this? Just out of curiosity.
This looks like something I would use to charge my phone. With a charger, yeah.
And so I have every single charger you can imagine in here, all of them, right? So actually what this is, the reason why I have this little orange thing here is because there is no way I'd ever know that this was a charger. That this was not a charger without this orange tag because it is that perfect. So the NSA is selling these for $20,000. And I have a friend, MG, he goes by, who is selling them for a couple $100 a piece. And I have a bunch of them I can show you. But this one I preloaded with something cool that you'll appreciate.
Okay.
So this is a charger that will work. I could hand this to you and say, hey, here's my charger, man, or replace yours, right? Whatever you got plugged in, I'm sure I have a replacement for that.
Okay.
You bring this home, it could act like a charger forever, but as soon as this plugs in, inside of this tiny little plastic right here, inside of this is a Wi-Fi chip, a mini computer, and this thing emulates a keyboard and can type at 860 characters per second. So what I'll do is, because I'm sure you don't want me to plug this into your computer, right?
I don't.
So let me get my computer set up real quick.
Did you say $20,000 for that?
Well, so the NSA has look up if you get it. Oh, it's still stuck on the scan, but definitely check back at that. But look up NSA OMG cable, and then you should see that's the actual cable itself. But if you scroll down to the bottom, you'll probably see where the NSA is selling their own version of it. Before my friend,
there it is. I just found it. $20,000. Yep, I'm going to text it to you, Rob. Wow.
Yeah, so MG was able to pull it off for a couple $100, which is unbelievable. And it is so dangerous, man. It's just, I have so many gadgets with me, and we probably don't have enough time to go through. I mean, I have literally 50 plus gadgets with me. So I'll show you a couple of them, but I don't want to go too crazy. Yeah, that's a European site that you can buy it from.
Yeah, right there. It says complete wireless pen testing payload platform invisibility embed inside a cable. Originally a clandestine NSA tool costing over $20,000. Now available to everyone. $200.
Yeah, there's a name for it too. I can't remember the exact name the NSA was calling it, but you could see the actual government document with the cost for exactly the same thing.
So now what does this do?
So I'm going to show you what it does, but it can monitor your keystrokes. So you can put this in line in between your
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you can put this in line in between your keyboard and your computer. I could put this in straight into your phone. I could put this, I can type keys, like I said, at 860 words per second. I can leave it there and come back later. This thing has its own Wi-Fi network that I connect to inside of this. And then if you were to, you can match this up to yours and see it's absolutely identical.
100% same thing.
Yeah, so if you didn't have that little orange thing on there, you'd easily lose that.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
Is the one you have, is that the new design or is that the...
I couldn't even tell you. This is just...
well, I just meant is it the woven one? Or
this is the one that's the Apple one. This is actual Apple.
Okay, so let me show you the Apple one while my computer is booting. I don't know why it's not booted up yet. I have so many of them. He gave me a ton. Yeah, here, look at this one. That is not an Apple charger.
This is the same thing as the other one?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so let's just say you give this to somebody you're spying on, okay? They put it to charge. You're now seeing who I'm texting, what I'm doing, videos I'm playing, everything I'm doing, you're seeing all of it.
Not texting, because I can't, but on the computer, yes. Yeah, on the phone, I'm able to inject keystrokes into the phone. Like, let's say I want to install a virus on your Android or something. I could do that with that device, but I can't tell what you're typing. On your computer, I can tell what you're typing. So these things are wild.
$200.
Yeah, per cable, you know.
Who buys them? Who uses them?
So they're intended for penetration testers like myself to do the right thing. But, you know, threat actors can buy them as well. All right, so let's get this thing.
They're intended for penetration tests that you do for companies.
Yes. Okay, so make sure everything's plugged in. We're not on any. Yeah, there's no internet here. All right, so what I'm going to do is, and you can see here that without this this orange thing I have on here just so I don't lose it with my actual charger. Yep. But I don't have to have that on here. I just don't want to lose it. So I'm going to plug this into USB-C, which, you know, you can pick whatever one you want. So that's plugged into USB-C. This side, I'm not going to connect to anything. I could charge my phone with it. I could do whatever I want with it. But what I'm going to do is on my phone, I'm going to go to Wi-Fi. I'm going to click OMG. Now I just created a network from this cable that's plugged in.
It's so not plugged into we don't have an OMG network here.
No.
Okay.
No, and this is not plugged into anything.
Okay.
So this is creating a Wi-Fi network.
Yep.
I'm going to go to it in my browser. And then I have an interface here that I can connect with. So I'm going to go in the file menu. I'm going to load payload 1. There we go. All right. So ready? Now I'm going to hit build and run, which I could be very far away from the computer. This is just showing an example of it. See how fast that's typing?
What's it doing?
It's typing PBD podcast and 0 Day was here.
Get out of here.
So that could have been anything. That could have been a malicious command. That could have been a virus that it downloaded. That could have been anything that I wanted it to be. And I have now remote control over this cable that if I plug right into my phone, watch, plug it into my phone. Charging. You would have no idea that this implant is in your house.
Just because there's a Wi-Fi in here?
And more. There's more in there. I'm just simplifying it.
So this is like a small little computer.
Yeah. Yeah, and it weighs the same, looks the same, feels the same. You would never know that thing is extremely dangerous.
And so this is used for an ethical person to do a penetration test on a company. What does an unethical hacker do with that tool right there?
An unethical hacker can use this tool to steal people's credentials, to monitor and to spy on people, to look through your webcam, to try to get access to your network, to your phone, they're going to do it for the criminals do bad things. An ethical hacker is going to try to access your computer, to access other computers, to try to take over your company, so that you can show where the weaknesses are, so you can make it better. So it's essentially the same concepts though, but one has a good goal in mind, the other one has screwing someone over in mind.
$20,000, NSA used to use it, now $200.
Yeah, and that's just for one cable. I could show you all of them if you want to see them all. But
same exact type of a cable.
Yeah, they just look like a real cable. And I got a real funny one, actually, that's, so the way that I would recommend protecting yourself from this would be with what's called a data blocker, right? So a data blocker is something like this. I'll show you. Okay, so there's two things here I want to show you. So you can buy a data blocker for about $5 on Amazon. You can plug any USB device into it, and it's only going to limit it to charging, so that even if it is a malicious cable, it can't be abused. This is funny. So this was kind of a joke that my friend, he made this, but it's a product he sells. It's a data blocker called the Unblocker that blocks these attacks, but also has payloads in it to do the same thing. So it's a USB data blocker and looks just like one, but also does what you just saw. It allows you to inject wireless keystrokes and monitor keys, etc.
So that is for what? That is for somebody to protect themselves against what somebody could do then?
Yeah.
And that's how much? $5?
No, this one's like $150.
That's $150.
Yeah, this is.
Who needs that?
I mean, I don't think you need it. I think it's safer to use a real data blocker. Pay $5-10 on Amazon for one. This one's more of just a joke. Like, here's a data blocker that I'll swap yours out with, and then I can inject payloads through your data blocker.
Is that like an RFID or no? That's different.
No, it's different. I'll show you that in a second, actually. And this is the malicious cable detector, which is his other thing. And I feel like I'm promoting the crap out of him right now. And I'm trying. I'm
sure he's appreciating. I'm sure he's getting a lot of business right now.
Well, I hope so. But he's such a nice guy. He was a help desk guy that ended up doing extremely cool things in the hacking world. But this is a malicious cable detector that he also sells, that if you want to be extra overboard, you can buy, plug it into this, and it'll tell you if it's a malicious cable or not.
Got it.
So yeah, let me put these back. But I want to show you one more thing that you know to worry about, something you can check at home. That is kind of an interesting concept.
So you got a girlfriend?
Yeah.
So with your girl, I mean, you probably know everything she's doing.
So you'd be surprised. A lot of people think that. A lot of people think that having a girlfriend and having the ability to go through her stuff basically whenever I wanted to, I'm going to take that.
You really could. I mean, you can find out everything she's doing.
I could, but I don't, and I haven't done that, almost. I've done it maybe when I was younger a few times, but as an adult, I realized that no matter who you are, you're going to find something you don't like no matter what, whether it be a smile. I'm not a jealous guy by any means, but you're going to find a smiley face here or there. You're going to find a heart emoji here or there. It's like, do I want to piss myself off for no reason? So I just don't. I don't look. If they're going to cheat, they're going to cheat on you regardless of what you tell them they're going to do, or tell them what you want them to do, who they can and who they can talk to. Like, don't even try. They're going to cheat on you or they're not going to cheat on you. So that's just my mentality on it.
Good for you. And so what is that? Do you get those Ritz cheese Krispies because that's like your... Or
yeah, we're going to promote Ritz on the...
I'm like at this point, I'm sitting down with the greatest salesman of all time.
We got Ritz cheese crackers here at the TBD podcast. But yeah, I don't know. I just was hungry. I brought these.
I got you. I thought you were going to do something with that. I'm like, so he brought Ritz.
No, I was just hungry.
My kids would be running here right now if that was here. You'd become their best friend.
I love Ritz bits, but my mouth is so dry. This thing's would probably kill me right now. But screen crab, this one's an interesting one. So the cameras aren't set up in a way for me to demonstrate it, but check this out. So you can probably, oh gosh, it's in there. Okay, so this device, if you see on one side, it has USB-C.
Yep.
Which you could do USB-C to USB-A, which is just this little square USB, and then HDMI, and then it also has a little antenna.
Okay.
Right? You don't need the antenna. It also has one other thing here for an SD card, which you can fit right here with, you can put 2 terabytes in this thing, or a terabyte, a lot of storage. Put your HDMI in, put your power in. Every TV, every monitor, for the most part, is going to have a USB port. So get a small USB port, a small HDMI, put this in the back of a computer screen or the back of a computer desktop, and you could even put a little post-it note saying like HDMI enhancer or do not remove or IT only, like something that would scare somebody from unplugging it. And this thing can wirelessly, from quite some distance, transmit with almost no delay, in high quality, what's going on the screen. And if you're not within proximity, let's say you go out of the proximity of this antenna, it stores all of that footage on the SD card, which could be, from what I was actually told by a friend, years, depending on the interval of how often it's taking snapshots. So check behind your screens, check behind your computers, look for a device like this, which is like a man-in-the-middle type of device that is capturing your screen. And, there's so much more out there to be scared of, but this is something that you could easily check. If it's there, unplug it and throw it in the trash, call the police, do whatever you got to do.
So that's gonna record everything you're doing on your screen?
Yes, in high quality too.
And how much is that?
I don't know.
What's the most expensive tool he's got that he's selling? Does he have something?
These are all different people. Yeah, these are all different.
What's the most expensive tool out of all these tools that you know that... The
most expensive one I have with me right now is this one because it's just enterprise.
$800, but what else? What's something that's astronomical, but it's what it does is ridiculous.
I would say I can't give you all the specifics on how it works, but the Cellebrite, which is how some phones are dumped, they're very expensive. Like dumped for all the data that's on them, and they're used usually for criminals and traffickers and pedophiles. Cellebrite is a very
Cellebrite or Cellebrite?
Cellebrite.
That one right there?
Yeah, Cellebrite.
And how much would that be?
They range, I think, from 20 to 50,000. I don't know. I don't want to give you a false number. So some wild number.
Got it.
Well, hey guys, my name is Ryan Montgomery, also known as Zero Day. I'm proud to be part of the app Monect. If you have any questions regarding child safety, cybersecurity, or even any of the gadgets that you see me use all over the internet, feel free to reach out. I'd be happy to help you with any questions or concerns you may have. Stay safe.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.